Listen, make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And, honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back with a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is for Season 10, Episode 2. Wow. The whole Marquez, Ken, and Trish situation, honey, it had me cracking up, honey. I was here with my Oreos and my milk and just a dunking and enjoying the show. Marquez is really good for reality TV. And honey, I started out looking at Ken, but honey, now I'm looking at Marquez, honey. I'm just thinking, do he got a job? Can he ride a bike? Okay, do he steal? Can he change a tire? He look special, but the rest of the niggas I done dated, they look special too. We don't want no more can't get rights. Okay? The queen shouldn't be with something like that, but that Marquez, he's sexy as hell in his eyes, honey. Let me quit, honey. Listen, okay? He kind of sexy, honey. Trish still has feelings for Marquez. She tries to hide it. Well, hell, does she? Because I could see it. I synced it, okay? She got feelings for that man. Because I'm with Marquez when he told Maurice, yeah, I pretty much gave her to Ken. And even though it was funny, I could kind of see that. Marquez says that Trish doesn't really want a divorce from him. I have to agree. Because I feel like when you really want to get away from somebody, you like really make it clear. And the fact that they are just now working on this divorce, and I'm looking at Trish, and then I'm remembering that it was Melody. Absolutely. It was Melody that mentioned it to Trish. Okay. She mentioned it to Trish that you still got feelings for that man. And she do. She do, you guys. Because to me, she has not made a clean break. She allows Marquez to get her like really angry and upset. And I get it. You know, just because you get angry with somebody, that doesn't mean all the time you have feelings for that person. But I don't know. It's like some sexual tension. I think Ken feel it. That's why he got all swole up in his chest. Ken is fake as hell to me. Because how you so cool with dude, right? When they was by themselves, they were getting along. Then now he gets around Trish. And it's like, he just flipped on Marquez. So, I don't know, child. They keep saying that Marquez walked up in the house. Why the door ain't locked? Okay, lock the damn screen, honey. Okay. So, I don't know, child. I'm like, y'all know it's a damn show. The people probably telling them, just walk up in the house. Just walk on, you know, up in there. He got a job to do. So I don't know. I don't understand why they make it such a big deal. They did make it look like that on social media. He just walked in the house and, you know, he even offered Trisha's friend a seat, something to drink. Trisha, I caught her, you guys. She was laughing. She's tickled by that man. He gets her upset. He makes her laugh. I think she's very hurt and disappointed that, you know, their marriage didn't work out. But I think she still has feelings for him. And he definitely still has feelings for her. And Ken is in the middle. But let Ken tell it, you know, Trisha and him are trying to move on. And, you know, Marquez is in the way. And he's irresponsible. And he's not accountable. And all this other shiggity child. But yeah, it was just a mess. The friend was just looking, and it looked like she kind of messy though. She want to be in the midst of the drama, child. But yeah, Ken, he been waiting to try to put his hands on Marquez. Okay? He has been waiting to lay hands on Marquez, and it's just like, you better leave my man alone. Okay? y'all like Miss Robinson. Look. Oh, child. Speaking of men, honey, I was watching memes. And, make it make sense, honey. Y'all know I got an attraction, to him. But y'all said he go the other way. But I was like, hell, what can we do to make you go my way? Okay? Because he fine as hell. He was talking to Takari, honey, having a good interview with her. I think he is so sweet. I think he is so caring. I think he helped get her TikTok up to like over 10,000 subscribers. He's going to buy one of her purses that she's selling, and he's going to like buy it for one of his members. And just, he was so supportive of her. So shout out to Mims, honey, my YouTube crush. There's another guy I got a kind of little crush on. So Leifa, that boy, I think he in Texas. He's cute. It be some cuties on YouTube and down to the, not really. I'm not really attracted to Ken no more. He looked too much like Al Green. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of. That's my shit. I was listening to that the other day, honey. Leifa. Okay, that's what I was listening to. He gives Al Green teas, but they need to work this shiggity out. I think Ken should remove himself from the equation. Wasn't it Martell that told him that? I think you should see if these people can get back together, because hell, it looked like they want to. Okay, but yeah, Marquez, honey, you got some sexy ass eyes. I was like, ooh, child, why am I getting turned on, honey? And the way Ken was like, acting like he was gonna hit my man, honey, almost came through the screen, honey, okay? Marquez, do you got a car? Do you got a license? I gotta ask you niggas these days. Okay. Have any of you all ever asked a man, have you ever been tempted to go the other way? I be asking them. You gotta ask them. Okay, shit, because you just never know. These days, honey, I don't get that from Marquez, though, but it's something about him that I like. Because I like when he told Ken, my guy, you don't need to keep reminding everybody that you pay the bills and you take care of Trish. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Exactly. Like, I didn't understand why he said that on that last episode. Yeah, I pay for this. I do that. And I don't like niggas like Ken. And I don't care. I'm that woman. I don't care how much money you got. Like, talk like you got some sense. Be humble. Don't do all this bragging about money and, well, I got this. Like, to me, I've been with that type of guy before, and they're very insecure. I done been with guys like Ken, muscles everywhere, and they just insecure as hell, you guys. So, I don't know. I feel like Ken is insecure. He overcompensates. He told Marquez, yeah, well, this is my family. Is it yours, motherfucker? Because she's still married to this motherfucker, and she still is very reactive to him. It's to the point where every little thing that Marquez does bothers her. And to me, that, I don't know. She could be very irritated with him, but it's something there. It seems like they still got feelings for each other. Even though Trisha is trying to deny it. Marquez admitted that he still loves Trisha, but, at this point, he just wants to co-parent, so I guess. So, Ken, Marquez, and Trisha, they get to talking about boundaries. It looked like Marquez is trying to say that they should have had boundaries, I guess, when Trisha was still married to him, even though she still is now. When she was first getting to know Ken, because she was, married and allegedly being inappropriate with Ken. So that was kind of a dig from Marquez. Like, you got with her when, she was still technically with me. Okay, but like Trisha said, honey, and I felt her. She said, out of sight, out of mind. I know that's right. Because if you not in sight, nigga, and you ghosting, and, like, to me, I don't know. I look at the shit that people do and it just says a lot to me. If you're not responding to my texts, if you're not coming to see about me and you're not really showing me that this is where you want to be, then I just look at your actions and I treat you accordingly. And I'm single. When you act like that, I'm single. I'm gonna mingle. I'm alive. Shit. And I'm gonna do me. So I felt Trisha when it came to that. Like, shit, you neglected me. So Marquez, that's not right. I told y'all I always had an issue with him ghosting her and not being there for her, when her mom and her sister passed. So yeah, you can't do that to your wife and the mother of your children. That leaves a wound. And, even though I feel like she still has feelings for him, I still feel like he also has wounded her. And it's making her insecure, it's making her doubt herself, it's sabotaging her relationship with Ken. But then again, I don't know if Ken is what's best for Trisha, because I'm seeing a behavior from him where he has this narcissistic takeover spirit. So Marquez accuses Trisha of putting on the divorce papers they didn't have any minor children. They come out with some papers saying that's a lie, and he said, yeah, come out with the edited version, child, it's just a mess. Okay, so let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Ken, before we move on, don't be trying to fight my baby daddy, okay? Don't be trying to fight him. So, yeah, I just feel like for Ken to get so upset like that, and I don't know. And Marquez actually kept his cool. He wasn't, I do see it with Marquez that he can be frustrating. And he's the type of person that can get under your skin. He could be passive aggressive and play dumb, like he don't know what the hell you talking about. But I don't know. I just was looking at Ken a little bit more like, dude, why are you just getting just so angry and frustrated? I'm the active parent. And it's like you always see him. I don't know, trying to have this competition with Marquez. And he says one thing to his face, but then your damn actions say something else. So, but honey, I can't worry myself about that, okay? Let's get to Leifa and her son. I love that, what's his name, MJ? I love that he told Leifa, girl, you're not really important like that. And I was like, ooh, child, I wish one of my children would say that. I was like, damn, Leifa, he came out your vagina, but he said, you don't do it for him like that. Marceau do. He said Marceau is a pillar in his life. Tisha talking about putting a townhouse by the damn school. It's like, girl, you got too many damn bills, late payments, late fees. Like, girl. Marceau got all this shit. He done pimped your goddamn credit score out, okay? Like, girl, you can't afford to just get a townhouse. Maybe if Marceau build a townhome, okay? But, girl, then she had some scene with Marceau. She begging him to get an office done or get her stuff done. It's like, girl, why are you still begging this man? Okay? Why you still begging this man to do right by you, Leifa? He done told you once, he done told you twice. Next time, he ain't gonna be so nice. But, yeah, Leifa is just... I liked her glasses, but it's like, girl, your son know that you're annoying. He was looking at her like she was crazy. She was delusional. And I'm like, MJ, honey, that's how we be looking at her. Like, she is in Delulu land. She in her confessional talking about 2025 is her year. I hate when people do that. It's like, girl, You gotta make the best out of every year, you know? And it's like, are we still saying that? That this our year, this go be, I don't know. I just try my best every year. I'm not gonna be build myself up. Yeah, this year, I don't know. Shit, a lot could happen. You know, you just never know. So it just, I don't know. It was given 1999. You know, with the New Year's resolutions, child. But it's a mess. So we see this scene with Marquez and Maurice, and it's like, why do y'all keep going to Maurice like he's the goddamn principal of the show? This nigga out here getting DUIs. He didn't raise his own son. We getting ready to see next episode that Jalen is getting ready to say you ain't shit. Okay, you was an ain't shit stepdaddy. You was always trying to get him to do most of the chores and you didn't want to discipline your son. That's why Monster moved with you and KIMMI and didn't want to do his damn chores, because you never made it a requirement for him, Maurice. So, child, it's just like, man, stop playing with the people, honey. Okay, but yeah, and then it's gonna come out that Jalen looks, up more to Marceau than Maurice. I say both of them ain't shit, but then again, honey, that's just me. Y'all hear Maurice telling Marquez when it comes to matters of the heart, I don't I don't participate in stuff like that. Why not, nigga? You ain't got a heart? Okay, you over there thinking with your loins? Is that why KIMMI is over there rolling over and taking it? Okay. Child, he tried to give him this old speech about nobody wins when the family feuds and, Child, shut up, Maurice. Like I said, I believe Marquez when Marquez says he gave Trish to Ken. He could still be with her if he wants to. See, he even knows it. I can see it. At first, I didn't see it because they were trying to present as something else. But, yeah, I can see it. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles could see that Trish still wants to be with him because, like I said, why would you allow this to go on for so long? It looked like you would make a clean break, and the fact she didn't do that, she moved on. But I don't know. And a woman can do what Trish is doing. She could physically have somebody that she lives with, that she's engaged to, but that man don't have her heart the way this other man has her heart. It happens all the time. Women sometimes move out of survival. And at that time, she had lost her mom, her sister. She's vulnerable. Ken comes in like Superman. But see, this is the thing, and this is something that we're really not discussing, right? Just because a man comes into your life and starts playing this superhero character, it doesn't mean he's a good man. It doesn't mean he has the right intentions. And I'm kind of looking at Ken's behavior, and honey, I don't trust him like that. I don't. There are men, you guys, that will see you going through a hard time and they'll be paying for things. They'll do all these, nice stuff that they should be doing, right? Or, they should be doing it from the kindness of their heart. But no, they are instead trying to prove a point to your ex, trying to be in competition with him, trying to outdo him. I see a lot of that going on. The fact that he has already thrown it in Trisha's face that, yeah, I'm the one to get the cars fixed. Yeah, I'm the one to pay the mortgage. Yeah, I'm the one that... The fact that he brought it up and threw it in her face is a red flag, is what I'm saying. So, child, we'll see. But I'm with Marquez. Marquez know he can hit that again. I would let him hit. I mean, I'm just saying. Listen. Marquez says Trisha always wanted a man like her dad, and that's what Ken represents. So I was like, oh, okay. Marceau and Leifa, they get to talking about MJ, how he wants to go to college in Michigan. Tisha feels like that is too far away. Tisha tells Marceau that she wants her brokerage office to be done first before all the stuff at Jordan Lane. Does Kimmi know that? Isn't Jordan Lane Kimmy's restaurant? Why are you trying to compete with your sister-in-law? And why do you do this, play this game with Marceau, and you know damn well he go put you last? Okay, Leifa, I thought that, I thought you knew what type of nigga you had. Okay, but girl, this man put you last. You was last to go on the trip to Africa. You was last. You came in last. When he didn't want to get up to say a few kind words in Vegas. You come last when you accept those dates around the house on a rug in your living room. You come last when he would always take Mel's side over yours. Need I say any more? I mean, bitch, you come in last. So all this shit where you trying to come in first, all of a sudden, it ain't gonna work. It's like, girl, get out of that man's face. Next we see Destiny and Hook-Headed Holtz. They go and look for cages for Ariane. Okay? And, he just trying to see what cage is going to be big enough for her to fit in. He keeps saying that she's wifey material. He can't even talk about her and be all about her without bringing up Mel. And even Destiny called it like, why you still getting over your divorce? That was like 5 years ago. Because it's, it's really about that time for him to make an honest woman of Ariane. And he knows she, does not compare to Melody. Okay, so the fact that he's still hung up on Melody and now you're trying to sell us, because that's what you're doing, acting like a goddamn car salesman, trying to sell us on this storyline of, yeah, Ariane's the one, but you're still telling Destiny, I still gotta think about it. I was married before. Yeah, but you fucked that up. You took a goddamn match Martell and you blew your shit up. Okay? So this situation with Ariane should be a better situation. You'll be in charge. Okay? You'll be the most attractive in the relationship. Okay? Look, congrats. What else? Did I mention you will be in charge? You will be in control of, when she get off that bench and when she get back on. Like, you got all the cards, nigga. Okay, so, yeah. Because that's what some of you niggas be looking for. A bitch you can control. Not to love. Not to connect with. What is that? So, yeah. Yeah. Destiny gets to talking about her work space that she's at. I guess she's in a building where, people are basically turning the place into boutiques and hair salons, and that sounds kind of cool, but what else, Destiny? What else is going on with you? Okay, Martell gets to talking about her dating life, and she says she's disappointed about Lance, but girl, bye. You know damn well that wasn't your boyfriend. You was just using him for a storyline. Okay? Stop playing with us, Destiny. But yeah, Martell's scene with Destiny, I just felt like he was like young Jeezy, just trying to put on and, trying to, I don't know. I felt like he was trying to make Melody jealous, even though Melody is far away and doesn't give a damn about him. But you could still tell he was trying to like, yeah, I'm trying to move in with Ariane. Why all of a sudden? Okay? Why all of a sudden? So, yeah, it's just like, and then, nigga, you slipped up talking about Melody, still obsessed, still a monitoring spirit. Absolutely. But yeah, Martell says he plans on moving Ariane in and her and his son Knox and her daughter. So I guess, y'all better look, spray that damn set down with some Lysol. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying, listen. Last but not least, we see Ken and Trisha. They go out to dinner with Maurice and KIMMI. I don't believe these people are friends. I don't get that. But Ken gets to unloading to Maurice and KIMMI about trying to co-parent with Marquez and how it's difficult and how Trisha doesn't trust him, and he's the ex, and this is my family and he has to respect my house, and I just feel like if you have to keep saying it, Ken, is that what's really going on? I don't think so. I'm with Marquez, okay? Look, Marquez may be a few French fries short of a Happy Meal, but Ken, I don't know if you really believe that. I think that you real upset because you noticed that Trisha and Marquez, they still got feelings for each other. Okay, and you are just a placeholder. Okay, I hate to tell it to you, Ken. Okay, I just hate to tell it, poor thing. Look, bless his heart. But the fact that she waited all this time to get divorced from this man, the way he gets her upset, the way he makes her laugh, because she was giggling when Marquez offered the friend a beverage and a place to sit. Go back and watch it, you guys. So she's tickled by that man. And, I feel like, she's still in love with him, Ken. What you gonna do? Okay? And I wouldn't keep sitting down with Maurice and KIMMI. They got a burning house themselves that they need to call the fire department about. So, But basically, Maurice and KIMMI just try to get Ken and Trisha on the same page and just try to let them know to just try to get along with Marquez. It sounds like he does some right and he does some bad. Just try to, be patient with him and take it one step at a time. I noticed Ken going off on a tangent. Yeah, ask him, who be up at Trisha's daughter's school. It be me. I'm always in the classroom. I'm the one always that had a lunch money. I'm the one this. It's like, why is it a damn contest? Of course you are going to do a bit more because you are actually in the home. He probably still has to travel for work. Yes, he still should be tending to his kids, but I just feel like, and I've been with a man like that is always in a competition with the next man, and I'm just shocked that Trisha is not irritated by that. Like, I just feel like Ken needs to stop saying one thing and doing another. If you want to get along with that man, you got to be patient. You got to stop being a goddamn flip-flop. You gonna have to accept the fact that Trisha and him still got feelings for each other, and you need to figure out where you fit in with all that, because you was looking real insecure, honey, that last episode. Honey, Miss Robinson ain't forgot. So, yeah, I just feel like Ken needs to be more consistent with being respectful to Marquez. Like, your words need to match your actions. And the fact that you got so upset and wanted to fight the man, I just felt like the punishment didn't fit the crime. So that's just how I feel about it.